President Christine Kangaloo addressed recent public criticisms over her constitutional role and her background in partisan politics. At the opening of the Arthur Lockjack Global School of Business Women in Leadership Conference on Tuesday, Kangaloo said she often wondered whether the same double standards haven't always been applied to her by political commentators who, as it happens, are mostly male.
It makes no difference that I had given up active politics for a full 7 years before I was elected president. It makes no difference that unlike a former distinguished president who just so happened to be male, I did not move from being a cabinet minister one day directly to being president the next. It makes no difference that in any event our Constitution specifically contemplates a sitting member of parliament becoming president.
Hitting back at the president's comments, UNC Public Relations Officer Dr. Kirk Mayhew claims that Kangaloo is grasping at straws as the government has no problem with women leaders, as the voting records of the independent senators has spoken for itself.
The country has seen behind the veil of independence. She can claim it all she wants, but the voting record is there. It is clear, and that is what we have been calling attention to. So she can protest as much as she wants, but we are pointing to objective facts.
Mayhew explains why the government brought up the president's political past.
We raised her political past because she is the most politically aligned president in our history. Politically aligned to one political party consistently, from her father down to her family and husband.
Political analyst Dr. Shane Mohammed says this is not the first president to ascend to the position from a political party and points out that Kangaloo was the Senate president a few years ago.
I don't know what the problem is. In fact, I strongly believe that this president understands her role and function better than the first female president did. And her predecessor understands her role much better.
Dr. Mohammed believes that the president shares a professional relationship with the Prime Minister. Meanwhile, political analyst Dr. Mukesh Basdio believes it's too early to tell if the independent senators are in fact politically aligned. Andrea Perez Sobers, CNC3 News.